I pay more attention to that cat. That's crazy to me.
You're a
You're a
fuck. No, I'm feeling hobnobs.
That's for Rich T.
We found it a lot easier to give biscuits than albums.
Ah, look at this.
Cozy
See,
as
now this
fuck.
is nice.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Do you want this closer? We can
Shall
pull it
we?
closer.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
I didn't go much closer, did it? Not
No,
really.
no, it did.
Oh,
It did.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It did.
That's fucking, and it just looks like it's just there. It's just there. Yeah.
Intelligent? It's very
no, it's not
inventive.
intuitive. Inventive, sure.
Inventive on a budget. Inventive on a budget. I'm currently starting an album, which I'm quite happy with. I've made an introduction. I posted my first single yesterday, which I'm very happy with.
I didn't see that. Sorry.
I showed you a snippet.
I think you did. I think
I
you're
did.
right. Sorry, I'm just putting my phone on silent.
It's all good. I feel like you give really good
I don't want to be hard.
No. Like you give really good feedback. You gave me like a full paragraph of like
I gave you a wall of text. Yeah.
You gave me reference links. You gave me like
Yeah, I did.
the
I did
full
all of that
shebang.
when I was supposed to be doing all my other work for
Yeah.
uni. So it's so much easier to do stuff when you don't need to do it.
We also had a little plan of kind of giving each other an album, and then talking about it. I didn't listen to any Daft Punk, unfortunately.
You said you were. You said you were going to listen to.
I haven't quite
was
done it.
Discovery.
I was, but I think
Have you listened to it before?
I've listened to a few songs off it.
Yeah, no
few
doubt you
songs.
have. I mean, like
of course.
Yeah.
One album that I think you might really like is Nurture by Paul Robinson. Have you listened to that?
I don't even know the name.
You don't know Porter Robinson?
Wait, what? Paul?
Porter Robinson.
No.
No, you've never heard of him.
No, never heard of Porter
That's
Robinson.
crazy to me. Everyone knows Porter Robinson.
Okay, yeah, sure, if you say so.
Except for this guy. See, I knew this would happen.
What time is it? He's eating.
It's almost 5.
It's almost 5, so he's
Yeah.
eating in like an hour's time. He'll quiet. No, mind. He'll shut up in a minute.
My cat does that, just keeps whining.
You don't have a cat.
I've got a cat.
You've got a cat.
I've got a cat. I'm a cat dad. I'm like a full cat dad.
Oh, okay. Are you happy?
I'm happy, yeah. I say,
Yeah.
I think me being creative makes me happy.
Yeah, and that's I would
Yeah.
say to a level it's like it's a part of being content. I think
So,
because
like-
being productive in something that you want to do.
Yeah, like this is kind of why I'm doing this music thing, because it
Yeah.
makes me happy.
Yeah.
And, like I've also got like a new job as well. Like that's another thing. He's just the imposter currently. I'm doing some collabs here and there.
You're doing collabs.
I'm doing collaborations.
Collaborations.
I am indeed, my friend.
Who are you collaborating
I
with?
can't say that.
You can't say that.
I can't. I did want it to be an individual project,
Yeah.
but the ideas that was like brought to the table, I think it kind of works. Moving on. Give me your top 3 albums.
My top 3 albums.
Top 3 albums.
My top 3 albums.
Your top 3 albums.
Not what I think technically are. Or my top 3 albums.
Sorry?
My personal top 3 albums.
Your personal top 3 albums that without a doubt, are your albums. Think about shit before.
You have. I think you asked me what my favourite album was.
Yeah, I think I didn't say like top 3. I think I gave you like
You're gonna get a lot of Barnaby purring.
like
yeah.
people love the pairing. You know what I mean?
It adds to the ASMR factor. I'm trying to think of a third.
Oh, so you've got 2
I've got 2.
off the dome, like
Yeah, because I think they're the ones that I said before.
I want a reason why.
I'm trying to think of the third. I don't really want to give you the other 2 without the third.
Are you going from 3 to 1?
I feel like I could give you a top 5. I don't know, because I feel like it's not rounded. I could give you 3, but it won't be rounded. Because I feel like that's not... Yeah, right, okay. So I'll give you 3 anyway.
Is 3 like? Do you need more?
I feel like 5.
Okay, five's quite good, I'd say.
In no particular order. In no,
No,
particular
they've got to
order.
be in order. They've got to be in order.
Nah, because they're all different.
Ah, okay.
It's like if you ask me for like top 5 rock albums or something,
Oh, that's
or
true.
like,
Yeah.
or more like pop stuff or rap or stuff like that. I don't know.
But we get.
But I'll give you a nice rounded
we
like
get
top 5.
straight to the juice here.
I'll give you a nice rounded top 5 in no particular order.
Okay. Cool. Sebastian's top 3 albums of all time.
Now?
Yeah. Whenever you're ready, like that. Again, if
You can pretty much. Actually, no. Guess. You can guess.
Oh fuck.
You know, probably, like, at least 2 of them.
Yeah, I know one's a Lady Gaga album for a fact.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's
Lady Gaga art pop.
Okay. Haven't listened to it, by the way.
Okay, context of each song, if you don't like that necessarily, that's fine. But the actual tracks themselves, like say you took the vocals out, if the vocals is what's turning you off because it's Lady Gaga and maybe some of the like subject matter isn't what you're there for, if you listen to it with, say, like, minus the vocals, you cannot really dispute the fact that some of those are bangers.
I'm sure some of the instrumentals will go hard. And I'm sure.
Chromatica, for exactly that reason, and I've had this discussion with other people, Chromatica came out in, like, what, 2020? Rain on Me, right?
It's a banger. Yeah, it is.
It's a banger.
It's a banger, yeah.
A lot of people will shit on it because it's Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Is that Ariana Grande? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. If you actually, like, listen to it, there's a hard drop in there that just hits hard.
I think if that comes on in the club, you're taking off all your clothes
Exactly.
and you're belly dancing.
Yeah, I don't know what belly dancing is, yeah.
I'm getting crunk. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to spin on my head if that song comes on.
And it's got applause in there as well.
Oh, what, sorry?
In art pop. It's got applause.
Applause?
Yeah.
What is applause?
You know it. You know applause. Hang on.
I don't know what applause means.
At this particular moment, I thought he said applause. He didn't. He said applause. Silly me.
Supercut just
Coming up. What is the definition of applause?
applause.
Yeah.
Like clapping, like cheering.
Oh!
Like the applause, the crowd applause.
I thought you said applause.
Applause.
I didn't hear the A.
Applause.
I thought you said applause, and I didn't know what applause was. And applause, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Fucking
Don't get me wrong.
great album. There's some songs in there that, like, there's one called Mary Jane Holland,
Okay.
which I won't go into, like, the background of it necessarily, but, like, it's quite. Well, actually, no, I will, because actually it's funny, because basically at the time, I think she still kind of does smoke a lot of weed.
Okay.
But basically, at least I think the story that I've read about it is that basically, if she went somewhere, rather than say, like, book under her name, like a lot of people do, they'll use, like, some kind of like a pseudonym.
Yeah.
She would go under Mary Jane Holland,
Okay.
which is like Mary Jane
Yeah.
Holland.
Right.
So it's just like a joke,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
But like that track, it just hits because it has like this bit, like it builds up and it goes Mary Jane Holland. it just hypes me up.
Don't know anyone is called Mary Jane Holland. I ain't got a fucking clue.
Exactly.
Never heard of the woman. So,
That's kind of the point.
in no particular order, my friend,
Yeah.
what are your greatest albums of all time?
So Lady Gaga, art pop. Amy Winehouse, Back to Black.
That was on the tip of my tongue.
Chase and Status, No More Idols.
Oh, that's in my top 5 for sure.
It's a bit of a shift, but we're getting more rounded.
Yeah. If this album I'm thinking of is not in your top 5, then we can't be friends anymore.
It's a Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay, that's in my top 5 as well, for sure.
that four?
That's 4.
One more. Earth Rocker by Clutch.
Okay, I kind of thought Clutch would be in there. Can't really see why.
Yeah.
I've really got to think about mine. Because I could have like a top 50 if I wanted to.
I mean, yeah.
I could have a top 50. Like I'm talking like.
I go for a while. I go through my whole phone and just be like, okay.
It could be like a 10-hour podcast. So no particular.
Ben's favourite albums of all time.
A Pimp a Butterfly would be in there for sure. I remember the first time I listened to that album. Bro, that album When You're Stoned, unreal. You were like first come first serve, like in the front seat, like. I was in the album. I was just sat. Do you know like the front cover when they're all in like.
They're all like stood around.
They're stood around. I'm stood in the back. I'm like. Shit, give me some good biscuits.
Bourbons, custard creams.
They don't do it for me.
Digestives with the chocolate. Malted milk.
Can I get some rich tea biscuits, please?
Of course you can.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, French tea.
Yeah, no, it's either that or digestives. Or, no, I'm feeling hobnobs.
Biscuits.
Biscuits.
What is your top
Top
5
5
biscuits?
Right.
Have you got any alcohol?
Bourbons.
They don't do it for me anymore.
Custard creams.
I don't like custard creams.
You don't like custard creams?
I don't like custard
They're
creams.
basically the same, just a
they
different
are the
thing.
same. Yeah. That's for rich tea.
I'm thinking Dunkin' biscuits.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'll dunk anything, to be fair.
He will dunk anything.
I would dunk Pink Panthers.
Oh.
I would still dunk them. They're not great for dunking, but I'd still dunk them.
I'm dunking them.
You know, I'm kind of fine with that.
Okay.
I'm fine with those three. Like, but otherwise, yeah, chocolate. Oh, what is it? Is it they did the I swear, either I'm making this up or they don't really do them anymore. It's like it's digestive covered, but it's got like caramel underneath.
That is my favourite biscuit of all time.
That because it's like it's got that snap.
Yeah.
It's like when you dunk it in, it melts it, but it warms the caramel just slightly.
See, people with a noggin, people with a brain understand.
I don't think you can't go and shop and get them right now, though, can you?
Can't, they're expensive.
Are they? Are they
They're
around?
like £2.
Oh shit!
If I was going into the shop to buy biscuits, I would buy those. But because someone else is buying me biscuits, I can't select those because they're like £2.50.
Jesus, I wouldn't buy them anyway. Fuck that. That's so expensive.
Yeah. Anyway, listen.
Porter George. What was his name?
Porter.
What's his name? I don't know who this is.
Porter Robinson.
Porter Robinson.
Yeah. He's an instrumentalist.
George Porter. That's what I'm thinking
George
of.
Porter. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Who's that?
You don't know who George Porter is?
I do not.
Oh, well, there you go.
So Porter Robinson is a instrumentalist and vocalist. People think it's two people, but it's not.
Oh, you already said.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's got like a main vocal, which is him, and he's got a other vocal, which is like a female vocal.
But it's just him that he's
Yeah.
modulated to
And-
sound like.
His music sounds odd, but it's very good. The second single on his album, Nurture, Look at the Sky, is amazing. It's a very, very. I think you like that song. It's your vibe.
Yeah,
It's your
it's my vibe. My vibe
Anyway.
is pretty much anything.
You gave your top 3 biscuits. Let me give you my top 3 biscuits, and then we'll go back to the music.
Yeah.
In no particular order. Number 3,
Number 3.
Hobnobs.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I was about to ask biscuits. Yeah. Okay, hobnobs. Yeah, hobnobs are good.
Number 2,
Yeah.
Oreos.
Oh yeah, they are good. They are good.
People might think they're overrated.
Right. Yeah. Oreo is a knockoff brand technically because the original was like Hydrox. It's the same shit. It is the same shit.
Sounds like bleach.
I think I'm sure it's Hydrox. Maybe it is a bleach. No, I'm sure it's Hydrox. Something like that.
Sure.
Yeah. Because right, Aldi or Lidl started selling them,
Right.
but they do them in this pack, and they're like full like that big, and they are good.
Okay.
But they're the same thickness, if you know what I mean. Like they're not just because they're bigger doesn't mean they're thicker.
Right.
So, but they're so good. They're better, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll do a taste test. That's going to be the next podcast. We're gonna talk about Lady
Knock-off
Gaga
biscuits.
and we're gonna try
Biscuits
the
and
biscuits.
the knockoffs.
That's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
That is our next episode sorted. Hobnobs,
Hobnobs.
Oreos, and number 1 is chocolate caramel digestives.
Oh, so good. I'd say that's probably my favourite as well, thinking about it.
They go so hard.
But if you're saying they're £2.50, fuck that, I'm not buying them.
Okay, so back to greatest albums of all time. So, this isn't the top 5, this is just like 5, which comes to mind. This is a really hard question, I don't know why I asked this, because I don't even know myself.
So what have you given so far?
To Pimp a Butterfly.
To Pimp a Butterfly. You didn't even give a second, did you?
I did not give a second, because we started talking about biscuits.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
I've given a biscuit list, but I can't give an album list.
I don't know, yeah. Both found it a lot easier to give biscuits than albums.
Yeah, it's not really an album, it's a compilation album. The Dire Straits compilation album.
As in, like, greatest hits?
Incredible. That album has a special place in my heart.
Okay.
Because that's like the music my granddad used to listen to in his shed. Stuff that I was brought up on.
Yeah.
And I used to edit to that music. So it's every song. Great.
So I feel like I need to have a rap album in there.
Oh, you changing one?
I don't know if I want to change to Pimp a Butterfly. As much as it's such a good fucking album.
It is overrated. It is.
I don't think it's overrated. Is it? I don't know.
It is.
I don't think it is.
It is. If you really think about it.
Okay. Can I change to just probably an equally overrated album then?
You can.
The Black Album.
Okay. As in like
Jay-Z.
Oh, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I was going to say AC/DC. Okay, well that's opened a few more doors for me actually.
What about The Weeknd? Because I know you really like The Weeknd.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't put any...
He's my favourite artist, but a lot more albums go above that, in my opinion.
Okay, that's fair enough.
So, just saying
you feel like he's more of a singles guy?
More of a singles guy. Well, no.
Okay.
Yeah. After Hours is on my wall. So, it's got to go in there. Number 4, it would be Tame Impala, Currents. That's a very good album. Every single song slaps on the album. Have you heard that album?
I think I have, yeah.
It's a very good album.
The one with it's got like on the cover, it's got like a metal ball and it's going through. Yeah.
I don't think Astroworld would go in my top 5.
Astroworld, as in
Travis Scott, yeah.
Yeah.
5.
What have you got again so far? You've got...
I've got To Pimp a Butterfly, Dire Straits, compilation album, After Hours, and I've got Currents.
That's 5.
Is that 5? It's 5. There we go. Look at me.
No.
Have you listened to After Hours?
No.
I think
Yeah.
you'll like it. I think you'll really like it.
I do like The Weeknd. I just haven't really listened to him that much.
After Hours isn't commercial chart music. There's got a few in there,
Right.
which obviously blew up like Blinding Lights, but there's a lot of songs in there which I think you'll like.
Okay.
It's not... The album isn't a cash grab. This is the pilot.
Oh, it's a pilot to the other pilot.
We've tried this before, and we faffed around with audio so much. So we spoke about our favourite albums. I spoke about my music very briefly. We spoke about Biscuits.
I actually really
Tattoos.
like the idea of doing that next time.
Yeah?
Doing Biscuits
Yeah.
and going through an album.
Yeah.
Maybe we just do that. We just do albums
Yeah.
and more albums and biscuits.
Albums and biscuits. And then we can substitute biscuits with yogurts.
Yogurts.
Maybe.
How many? I mean, I know
Macaronis.
I can wolf a packet of biscuits with like a cup of tea, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, how many yogurts are you planning on fucking having?
Okay. Cheesecakes.
What kind of cheesecakes? Like the goo-sized ones, or
No, I'm talking
Full-size
about I'm
cheesecakes.
talking about the twin packs. There's a theme going on here.
Food and
Food
music.
and music. Perfect.
I think we should do films as well.
We'll do films as well, for sure. Like, we've got so much to talk
There,
about.
there is something that some people have done before. So basically, we're not treading any new ground whatsoever.
Not
in
really.
the slightest.
Yeah. Which we will over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There's something that people have done before where they've done like almost like like you get director's commentary
Yeah.
and stuff like that, or you get like the audio commentary over the
That's
top.
pretty cool, actually. They
Yeah.
just talk about,
So they're watching the film as they're like doing commentary over the top.
Yeah, but
so that
they'll-
people can then watch the film as they're listening to someone else's commentary. However, usually it's people who
That's
they
what I was
give a
going to
fuck about
say.
because so
yeah.
it doesn't really matter. But the same thing
But-
goes for albums. So what's the
Yeah. They mainly talk about, like, what they did in the film. People will be shocked.
people? will be shocked.
Anyone can start a podcast.
Well, yeah, that's why
Genuinely, like,
we are yet again two white guys who think they can do a podcast.
exactly. We are those
Which
two
is
people.
literally a
Yeah.
running joke among so many people.
It is a running joke, but what can you do about it? We chat so much shit. It's not really shit. It's logical shit.
Yeah,
Well, that's sorted then.
that's a plan.
We will see you next time for Biscuits and Lady Gaga.